Today I want to walk you through a profile that feels like a snapshot of an artist mid-journey. Not at the starting line, not quite at the finish, but right in that middle space where things are messy, ambitious, and real. The artist is FYB Freddie G, a 25-year-old vocalist out of Kansas City, Missouri, working in the R&B and hip-hop/rap lane, and based on what he shares, he's not just making music for fun. He's aiming for momentum, growth, and a bigger moment down the road. If you've ever scrolled through musician listings online, you know most bios read the same: a couple influences, a genre label, maybe a link, and that's it. But every once in a while, you find someone who uses that small space to tell you where they've been, who they've worked with, and where they believe they're headed. That's what stands out here. So who is FYB Freddie G? He introduces himself plainly: Freddie G, age 25. He says he recently grew up in Kansas City, Missouri, but he was born in Merriam, Kansas. And that little detail matters, because it already paints the picture of a regional story: Kansas side, Missouri side, the kind of movement a lot of people in that area understand without needing it explained. Then he adds more weight to it. He says he spent time in and out of jail while living in Ohio. In a short bio, that's a heavy sentence, but it also signals something about his music and his life experience. He's not presenting a polished, corporate version of himself. He's telling you there's history, there are setbacks, and he's still here, still recording, still releasing, still trying to push forward. And when it comes to the music itself, he starts naming collaborations. He says he has music with Shadow, J77, LTG NEK, Slum Baby Trey, and 14K Smiley. If you're a listener, those names might be familiar, or they might not. Either way, the point is clear: he's active, he's connected, and he's working with other artists rather than staying isolated. He also points to a specific breakout moment. He says he blew up in 2022 with a track called Dead Opps, featuring Slum Baby Trey. That's the kind of detail that gives the story a timeline. Not just, I make music, but here's when people started paying attention. That matters for artists, because a breakout record, big or small, often becomes the anchor point for everything that follows. It can open doors, build confidence, and create expectations all at once. After that, he lists out what he's released: an album called New Me PT2, plus an EP, and a few single tracks. Even if we don't have the full discography in front of us, that's still a sign of output. In music, people talk about consistency all the time, and releases are the receipts. An album, an EP, singles, he's building a catalog, not just chasing one viral moment. Now here's another piece that tells you he's thinking about the business side, not only the creative side. He says he has a new manager named DK, under a company called DK Films Entertainment. Management can be a big shift for an emerging artist, because it often signals structure, someone helping with planning, content, bookings, networking, and the thousand little decisions that can overwhelm a solo artist. And he's not shy about what he thinks is coming next. He says he intends to blow up his music near the end of 2026. That's an interesting way to frame a goal, because it's not someday. It's not soon. It's a specific window. Whether or not that exact timing happens, it shows long-range thinking, and it suggests he's mapping out his next moves rather than just reacting week to week. Let's talk about what he's actually looking for. In the seeking section, he says he's looking for movement on all platforms. Freddie G also wants to get plugged into a wider musical network. And since this is a musician profile, commitment and availability show up like a quick resume. He's been a member since March 13, 2021, and the profile notes he's been active, though not within the last month. Still, the details he lists give you a picture of his work ethic. He calls himself very committed. He says he's been playing music for 6 years, practicing more than 3 times per week, and he's available to gig 2 to 3 nights a week, mostly at night. That's not casual. That's the schedule of someone trying to be out there, meet people, and perform. He also lists his influences: FYB J Main and FYB Trigger, but in 2022 Freddie G recently lost Trigger due to a shooting at that time and has now carried Trigger name on his back. Freddie G hints at style, tone, and scene.
Even if you don't know him well, you can hear the emphasis on a particular pocket of hip-hop culture and sound. And the FYB, which stands for F*******, your B******, ties into his own name, which suggests identity and affiliation matter to his artistic persona. On the technical side, he lists his instrument experience as vocalist at a moderate level. That honesty is refreshing. Some people oversell. Some people undersell. Calling it moderate can mean he's still developing, still training, still sharpening performance skills, and if he's practicing more than 3 times a week, that improvement curve could be steep. The music section highlights Dead 740. That title is right there, repeated like a featured track. If you're checking him out for the first time, that's probably where you'd start, especially because his bio already hooked that earlier breakout story around a track called Dead Opps. Whether Dead 740 is a newer release or simply what's showcased on the profile, it signals that darker, more intense theme that's common in certain hip-hop subgenres, and it's positioned as a key piece of his sound right now. And zooming out for a second, there's also something quietly important here: location and community. He's in Kansas City, Missouri, zip code 64114. And the profile shows a list of local members, other musicians in the area. That's the ecosystem piece. Whether he's trying to form a live band, find producers, find collaborators, or just connect with serious musicians nearby, Kansas City becomes more than a backdrop. It becomes a resource. So what do we take away from all of this? FYB Freddie G is presenting himself as a working hip-hop and R&B vocalist with a real-life story behind him, a track record of collaborations, and a stated belief that his biggest moment is still ahead. He's got releases out, he's had traction before, and he's building a team with management. At the same time, he's still in that stage where networking matters, finding the right band, the right collaborators, the right performance opportunities. And if you're listening as a musician, there's a lesson in that. You don't have to wait until everything is perfect to start presenting yourself like an artist with a direction. He lays out the basics: where he's from, what he's been through, who he's worked with, what he's released, what he wants next, and how available he is to do the work. That's a blueprint for being discoverable and taken seriously, especially in scenes where relationships and reliability are everything. If you're listening as a fan, the takeaway is simpler. This is an artist you can look up, follow, and check in on over time. Because when someone says, "I'm aiming to really blow up by the end of 2026, that's practically an invitation. It's like he's telling you, watch what happens next. And that's where we'll leave it today. A Kansas City musician named FYB Freddie G. Make sure you all go check him out on all platforms. He does have a developing catalog, a growing network, and a clear sense of where he wants to go. If you're building your own creative path, let this be a reminder that your story, your consistency, and your connections can matter just as much as the song itself.